See us on Saturday if you see us and you want to come and say hello. Right, I've just you have to swear, edit that out. edit that out. Right, hello everybody, and welcome to yet another video on Jazzy and Steve. I've noticed when I say Jazzy and Steve, you just say on the channel. But yeah, this one is the match preview for the Sunderland home game at 12 kickoff at the Stadium of Light against Watford on Saturday.
Off 12?
Off 12.
Oh, you're joking.
What kind of Sunderland fan is he?
No.
What kind of Sunderland fan is he? Are you listening to this?
Oh
my
God. I
God.
cannot stand Sky TV.
On Monday when we played the Smoggies and we did the live stream, I told you that we've got 7 games in February and not one of them's a 3 o'clock kickoff on a Saturday.
Oh, I've just clicked on.
Anyway, in this video we will be reminiscing about, probably briefly touch on the transfer window and the fact that Dodd's left. Talk about the Middlesbrough game, the mighty game on fucking Monday against Middlesbrough. Right, I've just you have to swear, edit that out. Edit that out. Right. Obviously, in this video, we're going to be talking about the transfer window, just very briefly, because Mike Dodd's obviously leaving to become Wickham's manager or head coach. We'll touch on the Middlesbrough game off Monday night, and of course, the main reason of the video, we'll talk about the upcoming Watford game. We never start with the team. We always
before we get on with the rest of the video, hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you're brand new to the channel. Right then, we'll start off with Middlesbrough. It was a decent performance. It was a good game for the neutral if you were watching it.
It was class, I thought.
It was a good game for the neutral.
Oh, neutral. It was. Well, I wouldn't say end to end, but part of it was.
At times.
At times it was. Aye.
We had times to kill it off, but we didn't.
Of course we did. But at the end of the day, we got it done, and it was good, enjoyable.
It was. I'm just really excited for when. Obviously, we'll get on to the fitness of other players in a bit. When Watson comes up, then Mundell comes back on the left, and we get to see Lafay in the middle.
As the number 10. As the number 10 behind Wilson. Is the kind of shit that dreams are made of.
I don't know, because he's absolutely unreal playing out of position.
I mean, we spoke about it many times on the vlog. I mean, watching the game, at one point, we were watching the game, and I turned around to Aidan, and I went, what the hell is he dealing with? It's just remarkable how we've got him playing. So he is levels above. I reckon probably, and that might be being a bit over the top here because I'm biased, but I reckon there's probably only 5, possibly 6 teams that he doesn't walk into in the Premier League, never mind in the Championship.
Yeah, he's unreal.
I mean, it's just some of them, it's his touches, his vision, and how he makes everything look easy.
It is. It's his first touch as well.
Yeah.
He's, like you've just said, his vision, he's visually aware of players around him, and I've seen a lot of people giving Elan stick, and we know he isn't the best, especially at playing in that position. But he's an experienced player, you know what I mean? And they're not giving him the lickings of a dog like I like to see it. But Lafay did turn him inside out, didn't he? He had him on toast, I said, as well.
I mean, the amount of pub status I've seen about that, saying that rumours has it, Luke Elan's still looking for Enzo Lafay now on the pitch. He's in counselling because he's got PTSD from putting up with the field. But no, it was a night to forget for him. But at the end of the day, when you're getting done by a player of that standard, that quality, I mean, when he did that when he ran across Elan, flicked it with the inside of his right heel, and it went through his legs, and then he ran around. You seen Elan turn around going, shit.
You did. Well, we seen it when we were there.
That's what I'm saying. We were laughing like.
Visually aware of these surroundings, and the first touch from the ball off Luke 9, man, when he just got bang.
Through.
And he gets down.
When he dusted Elan again.
Oh, mate.
And then put the ball in for Ryan Giles to put in the back of the net.
I felt sorry for Elan, not. Like you said, we needed, regardless by hook or crook, we had to get the 3 points. Now, your analogy before the game was perfect, really. An own goal off Elan's man bone.
Oh, I would have thought
everybody picks on Elan into the forward swap. But I've seen a lot of Borough fans saying, when we put the clips on TikTok, they're saying, well, it was against Elan. And I'm like, no way, you've got to give Lafay his flowers, you know what I mean? He was unreal. Lafay against him.
He was. I mean, there was Dan Neil as well. It was different class. He was absolutely brilliant. He won the ball back he was the one who won the ball when Lafay then played the ball through to Wilson for his goal. Dan Neil obviously scored one himself. I thought he was brilliant, mate.
Well, if you remember at the end of the stream, I said, I didn't know, you went, who's your man of the match? I went, I wanted to give it to Dan Neil, but you've got to give it to Lafay. Yeah. But Dan Neil was close because he was outstanding.
Oh, definitely. And there's an image. I mean, you've all seen the picture that's going around of Isidore with his shirt as a scarf on the corner flag, and Chrissy Rigg holding that flag. But the picture that's went unnoticed as well is after Dan Neil scored his goal, you've got Edmondson and their keeper Travers lying face down on the floor, and Dan Neil running towards the Borough fans giving it that. You know what I mean? Because obviously he gets loads of stick off the because he's from Sunderland, and obviously he wrongfully got sent off last season, didn't he? When the referee heard him, apparently heard him shouting obscenities from 50 yards away.
Also, another clip I've got on saying, well, it didn't get as much publicity. It was Job when we scored, and he was running to celebrate with the fans. He turned like that and was going to the Borough fans, and I just thought that was just a little icing on the cake.
It was great, and the scenes at the end of the game were just fantastic. They really, really were. One thing I want to mention before we move on, and he when he did his little video the other day, and he mentioned me in it because he always does. Watford's second goal, right? I've spoken to many people about this, right? And everybody, well, not everybody, a lot of people, especially who comment on our videos, and you are blaming O'Neill for it. And I'm saying bullshit. I'm sorry, and I'm not just but I'm not just saying this because I love him. I'm not. If you watch it properly, and you understand football, there was nothing wrong with the pass. There was good speed on it, good way to pass on it. Except Job started coming, stopped, and it just tried to hold Hackney off. But Hackney's a good player, and he went round him. If Job kept on coming to the ball, he gets that pass.
Well,
so he tried to hold him off, and he left it off. He asked for the ball off Luke O'Neill, and Luke O'Neill did what was asked of him.
Well, and I apologise to every one of you who's watching because he just says you didn't understand football.
No, I'm not saying you didn't understand football. What I'm saying is
just fucking turned to me and said it.
Because you didn't in that moment. You just jumped on the bandwagon. O'Neill's liability. O'Neill's liability.
Comment below who you think was to blame for that goal. It doesn't matter. It's just a bit of a laugh between me and him.
But yeah,
because at the end of the day, we've got this.
We'll have a look in the comments, see if you agree with me, or we'll see if you're wrong.
It's got to be a laugh. And see if you're wrong. I've just clicked on what you said there.
Transfer window, we'll quickly touch on that. Obviously, yeah. Signing of the window was obviously Enzo Lefebvre. We've seen him now 5 times in the Sunderland shirt, and he just keeps getting better and better. I can't wait to see him again at home on Saturday.
It's what you pay your money for to see players.
Of course it is. Jayden Danns, obviously, we've got him till the end of the season, but we must have the most intricate medical team in the world because we found something wrong with Jayden Danns' back. I mean, he did fracture his back last year, but we found another underlying one, so he needs a bit more treatment. But he's went back to Liverpool to get off their medical team, right? Now, their medical team didn't even know there was nothing wrong with him. They played him in the Champions League and they played him in the FA Cup in the last 2 weeks. You know what I mean? So anyway, he's gone back there, and I was listening to Speakman did an interview today, or yesterday, whatever it was, and he basically said they were desperate to get him. When they found out he was available, they did everything they could to get him, and we've got him. But I think he's not going to be with us until another 2-3 weeks.
We haven't got a penny pinching owner because we didn't accept 13 million for one of our young prospects. You know the amount of comments we've had in our videos, mate, over the months. Our owner hasn't got this, our owner hasn't got that. Well, he knocked back that and he didn't tap that money for Watson.
Well, I think if you remember, sorry.
No, go on.
But if you remember the last home game of last season, when I spoke to Speakman.
You did,
And I said, obviously we're going to be selling players. And he was like, why? We don't have to. We're not in a position to sell. We don't need to sell. And he was right, we didn't. Well, obviously, we sold Clark.
But he wanted to go, didn't he?
But Clark did, or his agent wanted him to go, one of the two. But the only person we sold was Clark. Now, a lot of us, and I was guilty of it, I was expecting us to lose Rig, Job. I was expecting to lose loads.
Everyone Nash, but they didn't, you're right.
But I mean, also, Brighton might have offered 13.5 million, I think it was. It was 8 million plus add-ons. However, the add-ons were absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah.
If under Donald, they would have been well gone in the summer for 2.5.
Oh, damn right. We would have sold them for a pack of Rolos. And also, obviously, outgoings, we had Nathan Bishop. We got recalled from Wickham and then went out on loan at Cambridge because he wasn't getting games at Wickham. Adil O'Sheesh went to Pompey. Jewison Bennett went to Charlton. Abdullah Barr went to Dunkirk back in League 2. I believe that's where we got him from. And
Dunkirk.
I don't know how you pronounce it. Bloody hell. You know what I mean? I'm a Macam, you know what I mean? I'm not a linguist.
I'm not making it.
What other one was that?
Brewson went to
Brewson went to Hadjic Split. So a lot of them have went to get minutes because that's what they need. And you never know, they could come back and they could be shining stars. But we just have to wait and see. From what I've said from all the players have basically said, by the way, we're talking about Mike Dodds. I've just said his name. I'm sure you knew that anyway. But nearly all the players have come out and basically said he was brilliant with them on and off the pitch. He's a big, Luke O'Neill even says he's a big part of why the team are where they are now and also why a lot of the players are the way they are now. and even Big Reggie says he doesn't even know if he's going to be replaced.
Yeah,
But he said they'll make a decision within 2 weeks.
2 weeks, aye.
And he says Mike Dodds was basically a massive help to Reggie when he first came in, like taking the sessions and basically taking him through things.
The thing is with me with Reggie, I know he got a lot with Dodds. I know he got a lot of stick, like kind of harsh at times. But for me, the job was there, and nobody would have knocked that job back. Everybody would have took it, and he did well the first period. But do you know what it was? The club would just had no direction even before he took the job. We were dropping like a lead balloon. When they appointed Michael Bale, it was just the wrong decision.
That was the move that killed us.
And like I said, we were like that when he took over and tried to steady it. And obviously, look what he done last time when he got the Leeds result, the West Brom result. So I think if circumstances were different and they gave it to him in the beginning, it wouldn't have been as bad.
Well, one thing that is for certain is part of the players, and we have seen it. Let's be honest, we have. He has done well while in his time at the club. I think it's been the last 3-4 years. And from myself and Jazzy, and I'm sure all of you will agree, Dodgy, we wish you all the best, and we hope you smash it at Wickham.
I hope he does. I still don't understand why Wickham are looking for a manager with them being in second.
Because their manager left to go to Luton.
Oh, neither one of them.
So, you know what I mean?
But off the field quickly, he was a sound man as well, so good luck to him.
You get mates with him, wouldn't you?
He's proper sound. So, I'll let you inspect it. Right, then we're moving on. Where we're going to next?
We're going to go to Watford. Why not? Now, Watford, they've had a funny season because they started absolutely mid. They won the first 5 games in a row. Basically, they've won 12 games this season, drew 5, and they've lost 13. Now, they've only won 1 game since Boxing Day. So they're not on a good run of form this year. This year, they're currently sitting 12th in the league. Now, check this out. I was surprised when they've scored 40 goals.
Aye.
So they know where the net is, but they've conceded 42. Giving them a goal difference of...
-2.
Check him out. The last 5, they've drew 1, lost. So they've lost the last 3 in a row. And the game before that, they beat Derby 2-0, which is the only victory in 2025 so far. They've got the 6th worst... Can't even speak. I'll put my teeth in. They've got the 6th worst defensive record in the league. And it's... Like I say, it's troubling times for them, to be fair. Tom Cleverley, I know he's a big fan's favourite.
Well, apparently, Stephen, the fans are that fuming. There's now a hashtag Pozzo out. Their owner, Gino Pozzo, the Italian businessman, they want him gone. They're sick to death now. They've got a very thin squad, and they didn't invest in January. Decent signings came in. I think Vetta is... he's injured, but he's going to be assessed for our game. Yeah. So that was a positive.
Rocco Vata.
Aye, whatever his name is. Aye. And Bio, their leading top goal scorer, got a red card in the last game, but I didn't know if it's been rescinded or not. Any Watford fans, let us know in the comment section.
Hopefully it hasn't.
Hopefully it hasn't, because he's a threat.
But last time we played Watford, which was earlier on in the season, they beat us at Vicarage Road 2-1. Sunderland did the usual, we'll let them go ahead with an Ebasele goal. And then Isidore scored just after half time, but then Delia Bashiru scored an 84th minute penalty to give them a 2-1 win.
Yeah, that was Dan Nade's fault when it was a Stonewall.
They wouldn't have. Suppose not blaming 09.
No, wasn't. I think it might have been 09. Did you see 09 against Plymouth? Quickly, just for briefly, when there was a corner and he was sparring with one of the players.
He was sparring with them. then he was hugging him. Then he was tickling him. Then he was blowing on his neck. He's class, man. I love him. Now the next part, we always go on, obviously.
Oh, but that we're not to show off now.
No, that.
All right.
No. Leave us alone. No. The next part we always go on, we always mention players to keep an eye on. Yeah, now Watford have got the best named players ever for him, because he can't pronounce his English names. Never mind the kind of names that Watford got. So, do you want to say the ones you can say, and then I'll say the ones that you can't? By the way, I'm not saying that I know the correct pronunciation.
I'll tell you what. I'll day 2, you day 2.
Go on then.
Musa Sissoko, Sunderland fans were after a bit of revenge with him, because can you remember the last game when he came up to us and he was all taking the piss out of the crowd? So that would be a nice one to keep.
And the fact that he's a former, he's a Maggie reject.
And also
he is 36-year-old. So he's got 1 goal and 1 assist so far this season. But
He's out with Ill, hasn't he?
yeah, of course he is. And I mean, good luck chasing Job and Rig and Enzo. You know what I mean?
He was a beast back in the day, like, wasn't he? He's can't even play when he's played for Spurs.
He was shite at Newcastle, and then somehow they got 35 million for him at Spurs.
Kayembe, 7 goals this season. I can pronounce that.
Edo Kayembe. Yes, he's got 7 goals. What I know about him though, right? Yes, he's a midfielder and he's got 7 goals, but he's got 0 assists.
No, it's weird. That's what I thought.
Same as that bio that you mentioned before. He hasn't got no assists either, but he's got 10 goals, but he's got no assists.
But I wonder who they're going to play up front. Tom Ince plays for these, didn't he?
Well, they've got other forwards. They've got Quadwo Boa. God knows if that's how you pronounce it. He's got 4 goals and 3 assists. And like you mentioned also, Rocco Vata, he might be getting a late fitness check, but he's a forward. He's got 3 goals and 3 assists. Who else is there? Another one I've got written down here is another midfielder. Is their playmaker, Georgi Chakfatadze. No idea if that's how you pronounce it, but that's how it's spelled. He's got 2 goals, but he's got 5 assists. He's always a threat. He's always looking to create things. And also they've got a right back with 3 goals and 2 assists, Ryan Andrews.
Well, the thing is, right, I think this is a really good time to play them. Obviously, we're not started well under Tom Cleverley. I'm surprised he's still there with them bringing in 12th. But the reason is, you kind of take this... you've got to take this lightly, with them being in 12th, because from 6th to 15th, there's only 5 points separated.
Yeah, I know.
And that's like 9 places. So anywhere in there.
They are on a bad run of form.
They are on a bad run of form.
The league in goals, which is good. Hopefully we'll be on a high from our recent performances. Like I say, we're still unbeaten in 25 in the league. And obviously our home record speaks for itself. And we've got 2 good chances to get more points on the board in the next 2 games.
Like I say, mate, their overall form in the last 5 is they see them in 20th place, 17th for away form, so they're not good on the travels as well.
Well, what's ours? We must be close to the top in form, aren't
we? Second.
Second behind QPR?
No, now it is Leeds.
Right.
So we are second for form. So it's quite... This is what I've got to keep telling myself, because we made that mistake against Plymouth, me and you. We've got to treat this game like we do every game, a hard game. Just get the 3 points, that's all that matters. Doesn't matter about blowing teams away, just get the win. That's the main priority, where me and you were like, we want to bash them this.
No, but I said we should have.
We should have.
We should have, and we did probably go in a bit overconfidence, and I'm sure the Cruz Campo had something to do with that.
Maybe.
But, you know. Right, then moving on to Sunderland and Paul.
Yes, Sunderland, like I said, we are in really good form. We've only lost 1 game in 12. That was against...
Oh, kind of easy.
Begins with an S.
Stoke.
Yes, that's the one.
Christ, don't do that to us.
It's not nice, is it?
I bet he zooms in at that bit and we feel like this.
I can't let you know. I work on it, you said that. But like Sunderland, we are 18-1, Sunderland to win the title. We are like outsiders.
We are.
But looking at it, I think teams have got to play each other. Like I forgot to mention there earlier with Watford, the teams they've got coming up, they've got Leeds after us.
Then they've got Borough after that.
Then they've got Stoke and
Luton after that.
Luton and Stoke. So they've got a hard running coming up. Where we, after Leeds, it's teams we really should be winning early, isn't it?
Well, I mean, like Plymouth last week.
No, I say that.
But positives to look like, obviously, positives is if we've been talking about negatives. Things that are good is the fact that, yes, we are playing good football, we are getting results, and we're a joy to watch, if we're honest. We really are. I can't remember the last time we could say that, especially with the talented players we've got, you know what I mean? And Brown's now back in training. He could be available or involved in the squad of some sort on Saturday. Or it might be too soon, but I wouldn't be surprised to see him on the bench. Mundle is back on the grass next week, and Watson is back on the grass the week after that. So,
is it? I thought Watson was next week.
No, it's Mundle next week and Watson the week after.
I thought Mundle was the end of next week, early then end. Oh, right.
Not according to Reggie anyway.
Oh, well. But like I said, mate, with the way we're playing at the minute, we're starting to gel at the right time. I think now we can get on a good run. Personally, that's what I think.
Yeah, it's a pivotal opportunity. Hopefully, what some people used to say was, hopefully we've had our dip.
Exactly, that's all it was.
You know what I mean?
And the dip was draws. You know
exactly, yeah. We've still only lost 4 games all season. Granted, one of them was against these, so we need to get them back. Another bit of good news as well. Big Reggie has been nominated for his 3rd Manager of the Month award. And also, this player has been nominated for Player of the Month We are critical of him at times. Patterson. We've never criticised his shot stopping ability because his shot stopping ability is unreal. It's just his kicking. But some of his kicking against Borough was surprisingly quite good.
I know.
Not all of it.
But
some of it.
We even were surprised. We turned to each other like, did you,
what?
Yeah. It was like a 70-yard pass. I was like, get up, Pat, all lad. We always want the best for Patterson and the rest of the
he's
team.
He's one of our own. And let's be honest, he's had a hell of a January. He saved a penalty. He's kept 3 clean sheets.
He has. He's had a good.
So what more do you want? And none of the goals have really been his fault. Apart from the Plymouth second goal.
I was just about to say, better weren't.
If he told O'Nien that he was there, he could have come out and gathered it.
Maybe.
Or he could have came off his line. But anyway, that's gone. We've got Watford.
But like I said, mate, regarding Middlesbrough goals, he weren't at fault
for
definitely. Hackman's was a beauty.
And Bergzog's was a lovely finish.
It was, so there's no way he was at fault for them. But like I said, earlier, I'm starting to like to watch them. You're seeing this fluent movement.
Yeah.
You're seeing it numerous times against Middlesbrough. But the thing is, we're waiting for our left side to come back from fitness.
So once we do, can go middle.
Straight in the middle, and then we're going to see it even better, because you can say that he's got an eye for that killer pass.
Yeah, 100%.
Which Lafay I'm talking about, obviously.
I mean, one thing you've got to mention as well. I mean, it's clear to see as well. We're still really enjoy playing, but the team spirit is unreal.
It is, mate.
The celebration, the way they're all playing for each other, the celebrating. Obviously, you could see Wilson. I mean, Wilson. I said before he played for us, when I first met him, he's going to be an absolute fan favourite.
Ah, you did. I remember you saying, because you went to that city.
The talking with the new signings, and you can see. I mean, now he knows his future, so he isn't going to worry about. Because there's always, when you're a lone player, there's always a thought of, right, well, where am I going to be? Where am I going to be in a few months? This, that, and the other. But he's ours now, and he just loves this club. He really, really does.
Well, talking about team spirit, after Derby, mate, when we were, like, the fans, the players came out, it was unbelievable. But then, when we seen the celebrations against Middlesbrough, it was different level again.
Oh, definitely.
So, hopefully, I'm just hoping when we're going to the game on Saturday that there's a lot in. I hope it's like, I know it'll not be a celebrate, I just hope it's like 42, 43, something like that.
Even if it's not, that's what they'll announce.
I know. 48,000.
No, the only thing, one thing I'm going to say, wait, not the last thing, I'm full of shit. But I know you said it's not about going on battle teams, but we do need to be more ruthless with in games. Right. Like, if you look at Borough, we had the chance to score the 3 or 4, but we messed the chances up.
In the end,
and there's been other games where Coventry will always spring to mind when we were turning up, and instead of going to put them to bed, we kind of sat back, thought job's done. I do think I'd like to see us be more ruthless, put teams to bed earlier rather than cling on to then end up hanging on to it at the end of the game.
Funny you should say that. We didn't have that opportunity or chance in the Middlesbrough game, so that's why it was more or less near enough an end.
Oh yes, I didn't mean the Middlesbrough game, but I
no. That's what I'm just trying to say. Like, to be honest, if we went 1 or 2 up, you never know. You might be saying that sitting back.
Yes,
but because that opportunity didn't occur, we didn't really sit back. Where against Plymouth, it was just, I didn't even like thinking about that Plymouth game. Right?
No, neither do I.
There's a few times I just sat off and sat off.
It's in the past.
It is.
Like as Rafiki says in The Lion King, it doesn't matter. It's in the past. Well, line up, Paul. I brought here. Who knows? Haha.
Well, I'm not gonna.
Is this with how Watford link goals? Is this a perfect opportunity to go 4-4-2, or do you think he's going to stick with 4-5-1? I wouldn't be surprised if he kept the exact same lineup.
Probably. But you know, the thing is, right, you've got to get Mienda into this team somehow. He's got 9 goal contributions just in the league, so we need to get him somehow into the start 11 for me.
Well, I agree. I agree. But it's like, if he goes 4-5-1, you've got to imagine it'll be the same lineup as Monday. Unless the only way I could see him coming in the team, if in the 4-5-1, I don't think he'll do it, is rest Rig, like put Rig on the bench, bring the feet into the middle and put Minder on wide.
He'll not do that.
I don't think he will, but he has played him out there. He has played him out there. So
do you know why I didn't think he will?
Because Lafay's been unreal on the left.
If Lafay's man of the match against Borough,
of course,
you're going to play him now against.
But if there's a 4-4-2, you still keep Lafay on the left, and then have Job and Neil in the middle, and then Minder and Wilson up top. But it'll be interesting to find out. And like I say, whether we go 4-5-1 or 4-4-2, the team knows how to play their formations. In Reggie, we trust, and we let's be honest, he knows how to get the job done. Right
then, on Saturday, Stephen, like you were saying earlier, we've got to start being more clinical look, listen, 3 points is all that matters. But near the end against Borough, there's 2 opportunities we could have made it 4-2.
Yes, Pavida and Mayanda.
It was. We've got to put teams to bed.
But it's by the by.
But really, I just want the 3 points. I don't care.
Oh, of course.
I still think it's going to be hard, given they're going to bring a certain style of player to the stadium. Like the Norwich, a hard place to come for teams now. So are they going to sit in, and with that squad being thin, who knows? But as long as we can get the 3 points. So we've got up the score predictions.
Well, we can. Obviously, me and Paul will be there, and we'll definitely be there because I've just, like as you heard at the beginning of the video, I've just let them know that it's a 12:30 kick off and not a 3 o'clock one. But we'll be there, and we'll be there before the game, and during the game. Can you tell I'm tired? I'm going straight to work after this. Score prediction. I'll go first just to get it out of the way because Paul's already seen it written down. I'm sticking with my good old faithful 3-1. Watford do know how to score goals. We have leaked certain goals, especially at home recently. So I think Watford's going to nick one, but I also believe that we're going to win 3-1.
Well,
and
what?
Sorry, I think the Fear's getting his first goal.
That'll be nice. Well, and with us, I've just clicked on about us conceding 4 goals in 2 games. So, but with this one, they're missing their goal scorer. I think I didn't know if I got rescinded, but they're missing him, and they've got a thin squad. They're right on the owner's back. I've gone for a Sunderland 3-0 and another Pato clean sheet.
Oh, I bet you.
Boom!
I'd like to say, as long as there's 3 points at the end of the day, then I'll be out than not.
That's about it. Then really,
pretty much it is, right?
More or less everything.
See us on Saturday. If you see us and you want to come and say hello, by all means do so.
I look stupid there. I went to go.
I said it. Keep it in.
I will.
But apart from that, Paul,
hit the thumbs up
and subscribe if you're new. Away the lads!